But I find that there's a reason behind everything. And oftentimes the reason that you are being bitter is because it has nothing to do with that person that you are being bitter with. Oftentimes it has to do with um, whatever that somebody have done to you growing up, or whatever it is that you're dealing with, or a divorce that you went through, lies that's been told to you. You may have been church hurt. You may have lost a child. You may even been diagnosed with a terminal illness that you don't know what to do or which way to go, and you've just been living your life in a bitter state. Uh, and you're alive, but you're dead in so many ways because nobody is able to like tap into your life and enjoy life with you. So many relationships have failed and marriages have failed because people don't know how to allow people to come in their life and forget about the things of the past. I can't tell you how many people I talk to that tell me that they wife or their girlfriend or their boyfriend or whoever still got them suffering from things that other people did to them. It has nothing to do with anything that happened between them personally. They going through stuff from what other people did to them, and they're making people deal with their scars, that had nothing to do with them. I just want to empower you today and tell you that in order for you to go forth, in order for you to be great, then you're going to have to learn how to be better and not bitter. Because whoever it was that stepped in your life and caused hell and turmoil and habit in your life, they going on with their life. And they're not really concerned about whether you got up or whether you went forward. Only thing they concerned about is that they not the one they're hurting. They not the one they're crying. They not the one they're still dealing with the molestation. They not the one that's still dealing with the divorce. At some point, we got to get up. We got to wipe our eyes and we got to move forward. Because one thing I do know is that negative people build energy whenever you're hurting. Negative people become better at being negative whenever you're hurting. So it's important that you don't allow negative people to be energized by your hurt. And you just have to move forward, and you're gonna have to cry in secret sometime, but you can't allow what happened to you to smother you. It will smother you. It will make you feel less than. Your self-esteem will be so low till you don't know what to do. And you will spend 20 years trying to build up something that it only took a person 5 minutes to tear down. And it's important that you don't believe the lies that you've been told. Whether you're a teenager or a child and somebody telling you that you will never be nothing, you will never achieve anything, that you from your mother, you from your daddy, so you're going to be a drug addict or a prostitute or a crackhead, or you can't believe that. People will plant seeds in you just to keep you miserable because they see the greatness in you and they don't want to see you go forward. I'm a living witness. I have been exposed to that, where people spoke over me growing up, telling me because my mother was on drugs that I'm going to be on drugs, and that none of her children was going to be successful because of our upbringing. But I'm a living witness that God will make the head the tail and make the tail the head, because he will turn it around. You just got to have enough energy, and you got to have enough strength to hold on to something until your change come. And the way you go through a storm oftentimes determine whether you come out the storm. So if you're going through a storm with a bunch of negativity, doubting God, thinking that it can't happen or it won't happen, thinking that you're not worthy because you did this and you did that, I challenge you to forget about the past and focus toward the mark of the high calling. Don't be worried about what they used to call you in the streets and what you did when you was out there. Don't worry about that. In this season and in this time, you got to push yourself like you've never pushed yourself before. I find it strange. We put more energy into pushing other people's visions and pushing other people's dreams than we'll push ourselves. This is a time Well, God is calling for the strong, because only the strong is going to survive. And the only way you're going to survive is that you got to come to the realization that I can't live in this box the rest of my life. I can't live in this shell the rest of my life. I can't be holding this grudge against my father for not being in my life. Now, it's gonna take God for you to get past that stumbling block, because I know you had a lot of times that you really needed your daddy there. I know you had a lot of times that you really needed your mama there, but it's gonna take God to get you past that. And when you start looking at them as a soul instead of looking at their actions as a person, then God is able to move and he's able to maneuver in your life, and he will take you from here to there overnight, and you will be in a place that you never thought you could be at. And the favor of God will fall on you like never before. But it's the enemy's plan to keep his feet on your neck and keep you from being successful. So as long as he can keep hating your heart, building this in your heart, then he will stop you from being anything that God is calling you to be. So I want you to understand that in this hour and in this time, he's calling for a people that don't mind stepping outside of the box, saying, I know you hurt me. I know you talked about me. I know you put me down, but I'm determined not to let you stop my vision, not to let you stop my goal. And I don't care if I got to knock down walls or climb over mountains. I'm going to get where God say go in my life, because you don't have the power and the authority over me, Satan, to determine when I'm mad and when I'm happy, because the joy of the Lord is my strength. So I need you to understand that even in your weakest hour, even when you want to be bitter, even when you want to be mad, you have got to reach down on the inside and say, the joy of the Lord is my strength. So I am strong enough, and I'm big enough, and I'm bad enough to turn this sad situation into a joyous occasion. I want to share with you and let you know that behind every problem is a miracle. Do not be so happy, so fast to throw away the problem, because whenever you see a problem come, look for the miracle. Don't focus on the problem. Focus on the miracle. Because the problem only came so God can be manifested through a miracle. Okay, come here, Peter. Remember when Peter cut the man's ear off? Now listen, what bothers me about that is that Jesus was right there with him. Couldn't he stopped him? Couldn't he done something? But he allowed it to happen, because with that being done, shortly after that, the miracle manifests, because he picked the ear up, made clay, and put the ear back on the man's head. If the problem had not came, then the miracle would not have followed. It don't mean that he's not there with you because you in a problem and you in the church. It don't mean he not there with you because you got molested and you in the church. It don't mean that he not there with you because you found yourself in a bad place and you in the church. Oftentimes he'll be right there with you when something bad happened, but after the bad thing happened, start looking for the miracle. But we don't want anything bad to happen to us. We just want miracles all day. We just want miracles all day. You have got to get to the place where you saying, God, I have submitted myself to you, so whatever you want to do with my life, it's okay with me. And don't take it personal with the person he used to cause the aggravation. I didn't say you had to be friends with them. I just said don't take it personal and hate the spirit that might be using them sometime to cause evilness upon your life. But know that even in everything they doing to cause this evilness to come upon your life, know that a miracle is coming to fix it. Because we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. This is spiritual wickedness in high places. So stop trying to fight a flesh and blood fight. Stop trying to fight a spiritual fight with flesh and blood. because you're not wrestling against flesh and blood. So you got to keep that in mind. It's so many people in my family, friends, different people I've had to forgive coming up from what they've spoken to my ear gates to make me think that I was nothing. You know, God, sometimes your miracle is tied to your forgiveness. It's hard to bless somebody that's bitter. It's hard to bless somebody that's stubborn. It's hard to bless somebody that got blinders on. I really need you to understand that you're in the right season with the wrong attitude. You're in the right season with the wrong attitude. You have got to change your attitude and get a renewing of the mind so God can open up the heavens and flow out blessings that you won't have room to receive. And if you want your vision to come to pass, if you want your children to be delivered, if you want things to break in the atmosphere for you, then you got to stop being bitter and become better. Because when people see you living your best life, and when people see you better, knowing everything that you went through, then they automatically say, there must be a God that sit high and look low, because they was in lowly bar. They was on the basement level of life, and look at how they live, and look at how they recognizing what God has done in their life. So live better and not bitter. Listen, it's been an honor, and it's been such a privilege to talk to you and to come to you on the radio today. I ask that you continue to pray for me, continue to let me know how you're enjoying the show. I see people in different places, they let me know how they enjoy the show, and that really helps me. I'm available for engagements. You can contact me on Facebook, or you can call me at 912-242-2123. I'm available for life coaching. I'm going to have a couple of young people on my show that I'm life coaching that God has did a lot for and had turned their life around and did some things for, to talk to the young people. Come by my car wash, 3838 Community Road, Brunswick, Georgia. Get my book on lulu.com, The Kenneth Smith Story. Catch me right here every Monday at 5 o'clock on the new Joy 100.3. It's been an honor and a privilege. Y'all stay blessed. Goodbye.